Hi, and welcome back. Another beautiful day here in Idaho. Another great opportunity to showcase one of our featured products. Today I'm going to walk you around our Renegade Classic. This particular model we call our mid-entry model. We've been really working with a lot of our customers here in the Pacific Northwest to really design just a fantastic coach that's easy to drive, has exceptional turning radius, very functional for people that like to spend a lot of time in the outdoors. We've designed it to be, easy to clean, very accessible, but yet still have lots of luxury and have lots of upper level amenities. We're going to start the tour out on the driver's side of the coach. As you can see, we've built this coach on a Freightliner M2 106 chassis. I tell everybody this thing will probably turn about as sharp as a four-door full-size long bed pickup. It's just exceptional. In fact, we're going to be doing some videos here in the next few weeks with our drone to really do an aerial shot to show you just exactly how tight this coach will turn. As we begin our tour down through the compartments, you can see the first compartment, we have upgraded the batteries to Group 8D batteries, so these are just an exceptionally good RV battery. The next compartment back, we've installed a 2800 watt pure sine inverter, so you have plenty of power. With them two batteries, you should be able to watch TV, use the microwave, run the refrigerator for at least 6 to 8 hours without having to use a generator. I also want to remind you that there's solar panels on the roof of this coach too that also transfer over to help keep the batteries up. As you can see here, we've installed our Macerator system. Again, I'm a true believer in this system. What it does is it emulsifies and grinds up the waste, and instead of having to have that big 3-inch hose that you're always trying to fight when you drain, you just pull this 20-foot small diameter hose out, stick it in the vent, turn the little red lever open and hit the pump, and it's pretty much taken care of at that point. Anybody that owns this, I haven't found one single person that has bought a coach from us with the Macerator that hasn't been 100% satisfied with it. It's really made getting rid of the waste of their coach a lot simpler, and it's really not a big deal anymore. The next compartment back is the water and sewer management area. I want to take just a second and walk you through some of the functions in here. So the first lever is the black tank dump valve. So when it's time to dump your coach, you'll put the Macerator hose in a septic system, open the valve on it, and then you'll pull this black tank valve and turn the flow jet switch on. What that does is the black waste that comes out of your sewage tank will then go through the Macerator system and it pumps it into the ground. When you're done with that feature, you'll push the black tank lever in and pull the gray tank valve. The gray tank lever is for the soapy water that comes out of your sinks. When you pull that, then it flushes out the black waste and it cleans out the Macerator hose as it's draining the water out. You'll also see there's a black tank wash. You can hook a hose on that. A sprinkler is going to engage inside of the black waste tank, and it's going to wash down the inside of the tank as well. You can also see there's a cable TV connection right there, so if you're in an RV park that has cable TV, you can sure connect to it. Most of our customers won't, because we have the Winegard Traveler, which is, in my mind, the best satellite you can buy on this coach, so you'll have full access to DirecTV, unless you're in Alaska where you just can't get any satellites. The next lever is the tank fill. That's where you'll decide whether you want to fill the 150-gallon water tank on board or just operate directly off of city water. You can also see the low point drain. That's where in the winter, if you want to drain the water system backwards, you just open that valve up and the water drains out. The next spigot over is a pressurized water spigot. So if you want to wash your tow vehicle off or wash the motorhome, you can hook a garden hose on here and you'll have a pressurized hose. Also want to point out the gas struts on the door. That's new for this year of coach, to have gas struts on all the doors. Here's the 8,000 watt Cummins Awning generator. These things are just absolute workhorses. I think the best thing you can do is just run this generator. They're designed for thousands and thousands of hours. Now, as we moved into the last compartment, you can see that we've installed a 30 amp outlet at the back of the coach, so You'd have auxiliary power at the rear of the coach. We've also installed a power wind and retract cord grill that Jill's demonstrating right here. This is an option that we're putting on, and if you don't do this, you save about $800, but we just really feel it's money well spent. When it's time to pull away from an RV park, it's such a treat to just push that button and wind that cord up rather than have to be out there and try to coil it. Here's a shot with both of the slides out on the driver's side of the coach. You can see they have full awning toppers on it. You'll also notice on this coach that we did the smaller over cab bunk. Part of the reason we did that is to really try to help with aerodynamics. This coach, we've installed the Cummins ISL9 engine, and I'm going to talk more about that as we move around to the engine compartment of the coach. Now, as we move around to the rear of the coach, the first thing that jumps out is the heavy-duty ladder, and I'm telling you, this is one stout ladder. A lot of our customers like to go up on top of the roof and sit with their lawn chairs and watch a sporting event. Some people like to use it for just photographing wildlife, and we really wanted a well-built ladder to get you up and down. You can also see this is a massive trailer hitch on here. The trailer hitch has a 20,000 pound rating on it. It's just so obvious when you see this motorhome how well built it is and how stout it is from a construction standpoint. You can see Renegade's chosen to use standard LED lights in the back. These are something that you can get from any Napa Auto Parts store. If you have a light go out when you're traveling down the road, it's not a light that has to be special ordered in. As you can see, we've installed a tinted rear window on the back. Here's another one of our perimeter LED security lights on the back. We've also installed a camera way up high, so you have a great camera for, as you're backing up your motorhome or as you're towing your vehicle down the road, you can monitor it from that camera. Also want to point out the heavy-duty drip rail. The Renegade Classic is really built just like a semi-trailer. They use the same construction that they use on luxury houseboats. I mean, this is just an incredibly well-built RV. In this RV, we've done the upgraded insulation package on it. I get all kind of excited talking about these things. I'm just so proud of this particular coach that we've built with our mid-entry. It just works very well in the Northwest. Now, as we move around to the passenger side or the curb side of the coach, you can just kind of see that each of the compartments here has lots of storage. In this particular box, there's an additional propane adapter there, so if you want to run a big gas barbecue or an outside gas furnace, you can make a connection right here. This compartment, we put in a slide tray. We've installed a 110 outlet and a 12-volt outlet in this compartment, so you can either put a cooler here or it's all prepped. If you want to run one of our fridge-freezer combos, we can just easily set it in there and plug it in. And here Jill's just showing the full-length drawer slides on this. It's just a really nice added feature for this compartment. Here's the next compartment. You can see it's very big. That brown carpeted is just a cover that you can use to cover the stepwell from the inside of the coach. It's kind of nice having lots of big and small compartments so you can really organize your coach how you want it. Here's a pan down the side just to show the additional marker lights up on the roof, so this thing's very illuminated at night. You can also see here by the rear wheels. This light, when you turn this light on, it's called a docking light. It'll just illuminate the back corner of the motorhome, so if you're backing up at night in a parking lot, you can turn it on. Here we've ran out the awning, and this awning has the arms on it, and the reason we're doing that on these mid-entries is because it'll take quite a bit more wind than the lateral arm ones. It's also a great place to hang clothes if you're out, at the beach and you want to dry off beach towels, you can fling them up around them arms. It also has a wind sensor on it, so if you're away from the coach and the wind comes up, the awning will retract on its own. It's a very reliable awning, and that's why we put it on this coach. Now as we move up into the cab, so as I pointed out, this is the Freightliner M2 and that means from the back of the cab to the front bumper, it's 106 inches. We've installed on this particular coach the Cummins ISL9 engine. That's an 8.9 liter engine. Kind of to elaborate a little more, this is a wet sleeved engine, so this is an actual truck engine. This isn't something you would find in a pickup. It has 350 horsepower and 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. This is an engine that's designed to go 500,000-600,000 miles easily before you consider an overhaul, and it is a complete rebuildable engine. It also has a 2-stage engine brake on it. It's not an exhaust brake, it's an actual engine brake on it. Very happy with this particular engine. We put it in a lot of coaches, and the customers that have them are just extremely happy with it. The really nice thing when we go to the ISL 9 engine on the 106 is the cab gets 6 inches shorter, which means the front axle moves back 6 inches, which means you keep a very good turning radius on it. Now we're going to move around to the roof. This is something that, hey, look at that. Zach just came out of the emergency exit on the roof. And not only is it an emergency exit, it's just a great access point to get on the roof. A lot of our customers like to come out of the hatch and just look around in the evenings. Here's a shot of our Macerator vents, and we really wanted to show this because I don't think people understand truly what a Macerator vent is. And this vent is designed to be opened in the rain. You can run it when you're driving down the road. It's just a fantastic vent, and most people will never even know that we went through the effort to upgrade the air vents on this coach until we show you on a video. So I hope you've enjoyed this portion of the filming so you can see exactly what we're doing up here. Here's a shot of showing how the solar panels are laid out, the vents are laid out, the in-motion satellite. I apologize, I had said earlier that we had did the Winegard Traveler, but on this particular coach, we did the Winegard in-motion satellite on it so you could watch satellite TV as you were driving down the road. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope my enthusiasm carried through in the video about how proud and how excited we are to offer this mid-entry design. Thank you for your time that you spent with us today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again.